Hi, Facebook world. Patrick O'Grady, I'm the managing editor with the Phoenix Business Journal. I'm here with technology reporter Hayley Ringle. We wanted to talk to you guys about kind of what we're doing on the cover this week. For those of you who haven't seen it yet, here it is. Hayley did a fabulous job writing about the growth of incubators and what they're doing to help entrepreneurs in the Phoenix area. So we wanted to talk a little bit about kind of what's going on, kind of give you kind of an idea of where we tackled this and why Hayley decided to write it. So let me start there and we'll talk with Hayley. So what kind of made you want to look at this for one of our cover stories?
Well, we have pretty big growth in our startup scene locally, and incubators are definitely a part of that. And so we decided, and we have a lot of incubators, so we, instead of writing about all of them, we kind of looked at some of the top three, which are Seed Spa in Phoenix, CEI, Center for Entrepreneurial Innovation at the Gateway Community College in Phoenix, and then ASU has a lot of programs. So they decided to focus on the Edson program, which is at ASU, SkySong. And so, kind of interested in taking a look at why startups seek out incubators and how incubators help startups kind of grow their business and kind of weed out business ideas that just aren't going to be viable. And one of the cool things that we did, which came out of a graphic that we saw from another paper, was kind of spending a day with a startup. And so I followed Beacon Biomedical at CEI. I only spent about 3 to 4 hours. I didn't spend all day. We did have like kind of a full list. So we wanted to kind of show a day in the life of an incubator. And so they were really nice to let us sit down with them. Unfortunately, I was really sick that week. And so I couldn't really do too much talking without coughing. They were so nice, offering tea and so it was a cool experience. And so hopefully you guys will like kind of the day in the life of, this is, what we do every hour in a startup. So that was cool.
It was a biotech company and she was sick, so it worked out well. But no, seriously, if you've been following along, a lot of our coverage is dictated towards the startup community. It's been blowing up over the last 4 or 5 years, particularly since the recession. From your perspective, in what you reported, what kind of things do you see that the incubators are really doing to kind of help promulgate this growth that we're seeing?
Yeah, I think the startups, some of them might feel alone. They might have a great idea, but they're not really sure how to go about it. So it could be just one person who has this cool idea, but they're looking for co-founders. They're looking for someone to lead the company. They aren't sure how to start an app. They aren't sure how to find funding. And so that's where the incubators, they hook them up with all of these experts and mentors, office space, so they're not just doing this out of their home. And so that's kind of where the incubators are, kind of there to help kind of that business process.
Okay. Was there anything, was there anything that kind of surprised you out of it, or anything that came out that, is going to be coming up later on? A lot of times, for readers may know, we can't include everything that we do in the story because we just don't have the space. But fortunately, online makes everything having a lot more space. Yeah. What's coming up online that's going to tie in with this? Kind of
interestingly, there's a new incubator that started this week that I wrote about. And so today, later today, we'll post kind of a slideshow of all the different incubators that are available, because most of them are available for a specific reason. And so ASU and the City of Phoenix launched a new incubator this week that's will help with startups that are looking to minimize waste. And so that's one new one. We have some that specifically work with startups that are veteran-backed. Mm-hmm. So we have the Armory in Phoenix. And so, if you look on our website later today, I'll post, all of those different incubators and accelerators I've written about, because we've had a lot pop up within the past year.
Okay. Anything else you wanted to add about the cover?
Definitely take a look at it. If you are a startup, there's some good tips on there if you're looking to join an incubator. Hopefully if you haven't known about these incubators, they have tons of programs. Even if you're an entrepreneur and you're not a startup, they offer free programs for you, so that's always good. Mm-hmm. I know CEI said they have a day where you can just come down and get advice. You don't have to be a part of the program, so that's nice. CEI also has partnerships with PADT, so they have a whole 3D printer lab, which is also available to the public, so you don't have to be a member of the incubator. So for any entrepreneur, startup, business owner who needs specific help, even if you're not a part of the incubator, they might be able to offer you some help.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. So again, this is something we're going to be trying to do in a little bit more of, talking about our covers, talking about different stuff that we do in the newsroom, so that you guys can kind of see what it's like behind the scenes, because there's a lot of work that goes into a lot of these covers. Our reporters spend a lot of time digging into it. They're really involved in the community and trying to cover it. So this is kind of another way that we're trying to give a little bit different coverage to what we're doing and provide it beyond just our pages or on our website. So thanks a lot for joining in, and we'll talk to you again later.
Bye.
Bye.